Hi guys, it's Danny. Alrighty, today I'm gonna answer some questions that I simply cannot answer in the comments section of my YouTube videos. Now there's a reason for this. There is a setting in your G+ account that doesn't let people outside your circles reply to your comments. In the description of this video, you will find a tutorial on how to fix this. So if I've never ever replied to any of your comments, this is probably why, and if you don't fix the issue, I will never be able to reply, nor any other of the people on YouTube. So do check the description if you see yourself in this video, or I never replied to you. Okay, so the first question comes from Nikki. Yes, I still cannot reply to you. So regarding your Dendrobium unicum, yes, you can give it a winter rest. The keikis are part of the plant if you didn't remove them. So if your orchid does well with the winter rest you provide, then go ahead and provide a winter rest. Chances are that the keikis will bloom as well. Okay, next question comes from Gabriel. Okay, about the roots, the exterior coating is called a velamen. That is not the actual root. The string you see, that is the actual orchid root. The stuff that decomposes is actually the velamen, so you did good in removing it. But for the future, you are safe to remove the root itself as well. Because without the velamen, the stringy root cannot survive, and eventually it will decompose as well. It's okay if you left them on right now. Chances are they will not spoil your media, but for the future, you are safe to cut the strings as well. Alrighty, the next question is not necessarily a question, but it's a message sent in by Rajat. And this message was actually posted in my video regarding promoting root growth with high moisture. I say in that video that I cannot be bothered to use root hormone because I'm kinda lazy, so my lazy approach is to use high moisture. So to answer to your question, I don't think it's an issue of agreeing or disagreeing with what I said, because I didn't say hormones don't work and you shouldn't use it. I just said that I cannot be bothered to use them because I'm not sure how much they work. And being that I'm so lazy, I simply don't use them and have the results that I have. But I'll elaborate a bit about the hormones. You are safe to use hormones if that's what you like and if you think they will help, but I have to tell you they don't work 100%, and I have some experience with that. A couple of years ago, I received some Phalaenopsis orchids from a friend to save. You might remember the video. I'll just add it somewhere on the screen so you can see it. So I received 4 Phalaenopsis, from which one was very dehydrated and I really wasn't sure if it will make it. At the time I had some Clonex, so I used the Clonex on whatever stubs of roots I found. I also mixed it with the water, so I kinda used it with that orchid. Needless to say, it was the only one who died, not because of the Clonex, but because it was way too far gone. A second experience that I had with root hormone was when I received those bulbophyllum orchids from Jennifer this summer. Again, they were really dehydrated and very sad. So Jennifer told me that she actually used some hormones, maybe it will help. Again, the plants died. Not because she used the hormones, but because they were just too sick to be saved. So along the time, I did have some orchids which didn't make it, but I also had orchids which made a full recovery, and I didn't necessarily use hormones. So the bottom line is, if you want to use hormones, use them. They might or might not help. However, don't think that they are 100% fail-safe. And to conclude this idea, think about the following thing. Moisture without hormones works. Hormones without moisture doesn't work. Okay, next question comes from Emily, and she's saying that she has some rotting problems with her Phalaenopsis. She has a sick Phalaenopsis and she doesn't know how to save it because every time she offers moisture, there are some rotting issues. Well, I think this depends on your environment. Maybe you have a very humid environment, in which case more ventilation will surely help. So if you can, leave some windows open. Also, you can use a fan in the room and that will help a lot. But if you're a very lucky person and you have high humidity in your growing environment, why don't you think about mounting the orchid? You can use a little bit of sphagnum moss on the mount just to retain a little bit more moisture to promote some root growth. You don't necessarily need to place the orchid inside media to promote root growth. So think about other possibilities in which you can create more ventilation, and also if you have a humid environment, maybe mounting the orchid will actually work for you. Okay, next question comes from Savas. You did leave me a lot of comments, but really I cannot reply to them. So you're asking me how much of a low temperature do I have right now? It depends on the days, but sometimes in the daytime I can have 15 degrees Celsius, and sometimes in the nighttime I can have 2 or 4 degrees Celsius. But this is due to a sort of a cold front that comes from summer. I don't know, it's really cold right now. It's not supposed to be this cold. In my balcony right now I have 21-22 degrees Celsius during daytime, and this is because the sun really heats up my balcony, no matter how cold it is outside. But in the nighttime I have about 17 or 18 degrees Celsius right now. So that's how cold my temperature is in my growing space at the moment. But don't worry, it's gonna get even worse. Next question comes from Gabriel, and he's asking if Cattleyas orchids can rebloom from old growth like Dendrobium canes. And the answer is no. But if you have a Cattleyas orchid with a sheath that's been there for a few months or a year and is dried, and the Cattleya orchid actually is producing a new growth, that sheath might bloom. But no, older canes don't bloom again, particularly if they bloomed once, they will never bloom again. Alrighty, next message comes from Bryant. It's not a question, it's just a message, so I'm just letting you know that I cannot reply to your comment. But thank you for your message, and I'm happy you love me and my orchids. The next comment is from Karen Dennis. Again, it's not a question, but I just want to feature you to let you know that you have an issue with your G+ settings and I cannot reply to you. But thank you for watching my videos and commenting nonetheless. Alrighty, the next question comes from Daniel, and he's asking me, where did I purchase my orchids from Malaysia? Well, the seller is not on eBay anymore. I'm not sure if he has a new account or anything, but I'll add his email address in the description below. Again, I'm not sure if he's still selling, but you can send an email and see what happens. Alrighty, the next messages come from Savas. Again, I cannot reply, but in one of your messages you tell me that I should keep my plants cleaner than this. And yes, I totally agree, but here's the funny thing. There are people outside that are simply demolishing the road. So whatever dust you see on my plants, it's been there for a few days or a week at most, and whatever dust there is not dust, it's proper road somehow. It's black and it's yucky, and whenever I clean it, it comes back with a vengeance. So sometimes I do get too lazy and I'm like, I'll just let it accumulate for about a couple of weeks and then I'll clean it. But yes, you're right, I shouldn't keep my orchids this dirty. Alrighty, the next question comes from Shannon, and she's asking me where she can find the Bealalara or Bealalara Diana Dunn Gothic. Well, this is a pretty rare orchid. I really didn't see it too much. I personally found it in a hypermarket, but it was a fluke. I've never seen it since. So do check grocery shops, garden centers, and of course, look for the name in orchid nurseries, online orchid nurseries or online stores. If you live in Europe and you have the chain Kaufland in your town, that's where I got it from. Alrighty, the next comment comes from Jorgen. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I'm not sure, sorry if I didn't. And you're telling me that it's not a good idea to place bulbs inside a plastic bag because they can transpire. And you are kind of right, although I saw Rachel from Gardening at Duensa do the very same thing, and she has Peony for quite a while now. But yeah, I'll take your advice into consideration and I'll check the bulbs. But the issue is my fridge has a sort of a fan that ventilates everything, so if I place the bulbs in a paper bag, all the bacteria and microbes and monsters will kinda get into my food. And this is something I don't like because I am a germ freak. So yes, I'd rather lose the bulbs than something happening to my food. I don't know, it's just me, I'm crazy like that. But thanks for the advice and I'll keep an eye on those bulbs. And regarding cutting of the roots, it's okay, I received them without any roots and they kinda stabilized somehow on their own. So I'm pretty okay with the roots like that, but yeah, maybe it's gonna help. I'll try it next year. Alrighty, so these are the comments that I could not reply to recently. Maybe there are more, hopefully I didn't miss any. If you see yourself in this video, check the description below and learn how to set your G+ settings so I can actually reply to you much sooner than this. Alrighty, thank you guys for watching this video, hope you enjoyed it. If you have further questions or suggestions for videos, just leave me a comment down below and hopefully I can answer to you. Subscribe to my channel for daily orchid videos, and of course give it a thumbs up and a share if you've enjoyed this video and you found something useful in it. If you click on the left side of your screen, you'll be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and also you can talk to us in the forum section. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to watch another orchid video. Thank you for joining, I'll see you next time, bye!